2 months since Chase Massner's remains were found in a backyard in Cobb County. Chase was a military vet, and tonight the results of his autopsy are out. Cause and manner of death are both ruled undetermined. There was no sign of trauma to his body, and the toxicology report revealed morphine and methamphetamine in his system, but none of this is linked to the cause of death. So how did this vet end up taped and wrapped in a black tarp, buried in a yard under a layer of concrete? And what does the autopsy report mean for the case against Massner's friend, who's charged with concealing the death?
And Faith Abube joins us today in front of the Cobb County Police Department. And Faith, let's start here with everything that we've learned today. What has been the reaction to all of that?
You know, so many people were hoping that the autopsy report would provide some answers to the many, many questions investigators and Chase Massner's family and loved ones have, but that's not what we have right now. Family members wanted closure, but take a look at this video. The man charged in concealing Massner's death, Brad Clement, right now, he's the one who could face more severe charges in this case. That's what the family was hoping, but instead nothing tonight, no manner of death determined, no cause of death determined in this case. Legal experts we talked to tonight telling us the inconclusive autopsy report doesn't affect the current case against Clement, but that could possibly be where justice ends for the deceased veteran.
If you can't determine cause or manner, then it makes it very, very difficult to determine responsibility absent a confession, some other sort of testimonial evidence that comes in. If things stand the way they are now and there's no additional statements, no additional evidence that comes in, I think it's very hard for them to pursue additional charges in this case.
Faith, how about the family tonight? What's their reaction?
No, we've been in touch with the family, but as you can imagine, they're going through a lot right now. Chase Massner's wife and his mother, they're going through a lot. So we've been speaking to them through a family friend, Sherry Dunn, and I sat down with her this afternoon to talk about the medical examiner's conclusions.
This is what we had. This was the hope that we had, that something would come back and you could get a manslaughter or something besides undetermined. You know, that doesn't tell you if it was an overdose or if it was, you know, by the help of someone else. So it really doesn't ease anything. It doesn't give the answers that you would hope for that would help, I guess, bring closure. You know, finding the body was one part, but knowing would have to be another part.
Faith, really heartbreaking and frustrating for the family. So what's going to happen next? Do we know?
You know, even after all these weeks, the DA's office here in Cobb County telling me they're still at this point waiting for the full investigative file from all the law enforcement agencies involved in this case. They also tell me this is one of the rarest and factually unusual cases they've seen here in Cobb County. So they're taking their time to go through all the evidence and make sure they have everything they need to move this case forward. In the meantime, Brad Clement is scheduled to be in court next Thursday for a probable cause hearing as well as a bond hearing here in Cobb County.
All right, we should learn a little more then. Thanks so much, Faith.